This is a very stupid, simple question to start with, Donald, but
Yeah.
how enjoyable is it when a football team's got a head of steam together to be getting out there and trying to do it again week in, week out?
Yeah, that's what you train for every week. You want to go out there and win every game you can, and obviously we've got that positive momentum at the minute, and we want to keep that going.
We talk about losing games can be habit forming. Can winning games be habit forming? Can doing the right things kind of spread as much as doing the wrong thing?
Yeah, definitely. You just get that momentum, and stuff comes off for you, and you get that confidence within the group, and so obviously we've got a good group of lads, and everyone's really confident at the minute, and we want to make sure that's confidence, not cocky, and we want to go out there and make sure we're doing the right things every game, and that we're doing what we do week in, week out, and what's working at the minute.
I know the manager has spoken a lot this season, multiple occasions this season, about the young players that he's got at his disposal, that he's got in that squad. As a more experienced player, how's that dynamic work? What's it like to work with young guys, but also with guys who've got experience like yourself? Is it sort of mutually beneficial?
I think we've got a good mix in the change room, but I think their energy obviously rubs off on everyone else. I'm not saying we're not energy, but I mean like their young energy, they're hungry. You can see them every game. They want to show people what they can do, and it's our jobs as the older lads to keep them going, keep them switched on, and we've got a good group of older lads, good group of young lads, so it's a good mix, and everyone's always listening to what's being said, and we'll just take everything on board, what the gaffer's saying, and go out there on the pitch and try and perform for him.
Do you think being younger makes players a bit fearless, a bit, not worried about what might happen?
Yeah, it does, but then sometimes it can go the other way and they worry too much, but that's why it's our job to try and keep them level-headed, keep them doing what they're doing right, keep them... Obviously, they'll do a lot of it themselves because we've got a good group, and I think it's just keep them going at the minute, keep the confidence high.
Clearly a good run, clearly, form that's got you into contention, even with games in hand just outside those playoff places. How much does that breed belief and confidence?
Yeah.
That, I know 2 games in hand doesn't equal 6 points,
yeah.
But to see yourself in the equation there relatively early in the season, is that an encouraging thing?
Yeah, definitely. It's good to get off to a good start, and like you said before, the momentum, we want to keep that going, and it's just always nice when you've got something going, and there's a good feeling about the place at the minute, and we just take everything on board and try and go and get the win.
There's something about this place at a home game, isn't there? I think you're unbeaten in the league this season so far. What makes coming to the Mazuma so difficult for other teams, do you think?
I'm not sure. I've never played here as an away player, so I've only played here as a home player, but we just keep saying every home game we've got that unbeaten home record, and we just want to stay unbeaten for as long as we can.
Is that a mental thing as much as anything? Going into the game, preparing for the game, going out for the warm up, and not having lost, not having had that experience.
Yeah, I think it's just something it's just happened at the minute, and as a group we just want to keep that going, and as a group we just want to stay unbeaten here, and see how long we can keep that going for.
Clearly every team presents a different challenge.
Yeah.
Tranmere have had their struggles this season. They've changed their manager and sort of a caretaker involved at the minute. When you're in the run that you're in, does it matter as much about who you play, or is it much more about what you do and more of the same?
It still matters, because it's going to be a completely different game to Sutton on Saturday, which obviously that's completely different to a lot of teams in this league, but we've obviously watched the clips and stuff on Tranmere, so we know how they're going to play, and got an idea on how they're going to play, and it's our job to go out there and perform what the manager wants us to do and go and get the win.
You mentioned Sutton there. What kind of variety is there in this division? How different, kind of from one extreme to the other styles of play is it?
Well, I think we played the other extreme to Sutton's probably. We played Notts County here, who are total football, and then Sutton was literally... We try and go and put our stamp on the game, but we couldn't because of the way they play. It was relentless, just long ball. The ball was probably in the air more than... But everyone says, we're a young team, but if you look how well the young lads did on Saturday, how well they reacted, that's probably a lot of their first time they've played in a game like that, where it's literally relentless long balls, and the way they dealt with it, and they're the ones who kind of got us through it in the end, the ones up top got the goals.
do you have to find kind of different ways to get the end result? Yeah, it would be great to play the way that you want to play all the time, every single game, but it doesn't have to be that adaptability.
Yeah, we've got our style of play, and we try and put that on the other team. And obviously, if you've got to adapt to whatever's happening in the game, like anything can happen in 90 minutes, and it's our job to go out there and just get the win, no matter what way.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.